Hi, how's it going? I need to get my power paid for to hook it up.
Is this a new construction?
Yeah.
So altogether it'll be $6,170. So that includes the line charges. Those are $5,930 plus that $240 for the tent. And then we can go ahead and get your deposit today as well to create your electric account.
Okay.
So I can have you fill out this application for electric service.
Okay.
And if you'll sign down there at the bottom, and that just allows me to do the soft credit check.
Okay. All right, so just paid for the electric. It was $6,245, and just ran into Alec, the guy that did the inspections and everything, and he said they're probably 2 weeks behind, depending on the weather. And he asked how the road, if we had a road. I said yes, but he pretty much said, their trucks are like 60,000 pounds, so it's pretty much going to destroy the road. This whole road thing is insane. I mean, I just can't believe that this is the solution we as humans have for roads. We put people in space and we can't design and build a road that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. It's just crazy. I do need a mailbox. I might just get a cheap mailbox right now, pick it up, and maybe a couple no trespassing signs to put up. And then I'm going to go to Love Coffee and give myself a treat of maybe some food and a coffee. So. That's it. Got the mailbox, got the post driving that goes in the ground, and then got the post. So we'll see how that does. I just don't have any way of driving it into the ground, but I'll figure something out if I have to pick up a rock and do it. Make do with what you have. All right, let's get back to the property. All right, so I think based on what I'm seeing is looking to need to be about 3 foot off the road. 1, 2, 3, but then that puts us right in this ditch. I would think maybe here. Well, I just drove by like 10 different mailboxes and they're all pretty close to the road. I mean, it looks like the driver doesn't get out of their car at all. They seem to have tire tracks everywhere. If you look where I put it, it's 1, 2, 3, like 4 feet from the road. So I guess I'm gonna have to put it closer if I'm going off all the rest of them. So it's my fault on this one. I'm gonna see if I can pull this thing out of the ground somehow. Maybe use the winch. Leverage. All right. Oh, guess it's not gonna work. I thought that I would knock out this mailbox install real quick. No big deal, right? How hard could it be? Except I didn't have the right tools and I had to go primitive on it, and I bent the hell out of the metal like I was sculpting modern art. And then I spent over an hour trying to unpretzel it just to get the post in. In the end, I got it done, but it took twice the effort and energy it would have taken if I would have just waited and gotten the right tools. But instead, I figured I would torture myself and entertain you so you could learn from my mistakes. So as Richard was explaining, these vines are a real big problem out here. They kill all the trees, so this is something I was unaware of. We're gonna have to really go around our property and manage these vines so they don't kill the trees. Look at this. See the vine? It's like strangling the tree. And it ends up killing them. Some type of wild grape vine or something. Here. So they come out, they just literally climb up the trees and strangle them. It's like an invasive species. So it's one thing that we have to do. This looks brutal, man. It just attaches.
Yeah, exactly, you know. And
so you just cut it once on the bottom and then...
It grows its own tree. Well, yeah, and you gotta come back because the first regrowth, you know, you gotta get it off. So there's one there, there's one here. You see the dead trees?
Yeah.
Like they use another tree to grow their own tree, so.
Wow.
And then especially along the fence lines, because you see like along here,
yeah,
where they've been undisturbed. And the other thing is that within 2-3 years, they all fall out.
Oh, good.
You know, I think within a year, really. Yeah, but within a very short period of time, the vines fall out, and then it's even easier to spot them.
Just becomes like a nest.
That's right, that's right.
Look at how...
So it's basically like cutting terminal cancer off of...
Exactly, that's a really good analogy. It's literally cancer just spreading.
That's right, and then it's like you know, when you cut it off, like it should rebound quickly.
All right, so the water people are here, which is awesome. They're gonna install our water meter at the front of the property. Let's go down and check out these guys and see what they're doing with the water. How's it going? There's the water box. I can't believe you guys can go under the road like that. What did you use to get under the road?
Got an air compressor with, called an air mold.
And just...
Hydraulics and air.
Right.
Jackhammer.
Wow, and it feeds itself through, it just pulls through. Amazing. It's pretty amazing. They're able to go under the road without having to affect anything. So they got the main over there, and then they do... It's called a mole. They get it underground and it just jackhammers through underneath. And then they go up here and split it up and put it into the meter. Pretty interesting. Never knew that they could do that. Learn something new every day. Getting it done. Thanks for being along for this journey. If you're just joining us, make sure to watch some of our past videos to get caught up. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps us out. And leave a comment. If you have any comments, questions, if you've got any tips, tricks, anything, leave them below. Love to hear it.
So did you move from Florida?
Yeah, well, no. I lived in Florida.
Well, that's what showed up.
Yeah. Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're still, you know, we got to move here in about 2 months, just trying to get everything.
Well, I bet it costs out the boo-boo to live out there, don't
Yeah, it's ridiculous now.
I bet it is.
It used to be affordable. Now it's like, forget it. You guys all grew up here?
Yeah.
Has it grown?
I'm originally from Chattanooga.
Oh, okay. It's growing big time. You're doing tons of new installs?
Yeah.
It might not look like much, but for me, it was very exciting to see water coming out of that hose, knowing that we've got one step closer. We do have to run the water line up from the road all the way to the building site, which is about 1,200 feet. So that's not going to be an easy task, but we'll figure it out. Here's our water meter, guys. Without water, we wouldn't be able to do anything moving forward. All right, moment of truth. Whoops. Woo. All right. If you caught our lost video, you would have seen that the storm of the year rolled in like it had a personal vendetta. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. It floated up our septic tank like it was trying to escape the flooded drain field, clogged up every culvert on the property, and just for fun, the ditch next to our electric box overflowed, turning it into a mini aquarium. It was a total mess. We survived, but barely, and our septic system is still in therapy. Not good. Okay. There's caps on these, thank God. Okay. Oh, thank goodness. There's caps on the pipes, otherwise it would have drained all the way into there. I'm gonna jump in the cat and see if I can fix this water issue over here and get it drained, because if they come out, try to run the electricity and there's any problem, I don't want it affecting anything like that. So let's hope the ground isn't too soft and I get stuck in this big thing. The only option I had to fix the flooded electrical box was to jump in the cat and do the only thing I knew how to do, dig. I carved out a channel to drain the water away, then I filled in the ditch that was dumping it in there in the first place. I knew the power company was scheduled to come out soon, and if they showed up and saw that box full of water, there was no way they were going to install the power. So it was go time. So I cut this path here, and the water's draining down that way. So my hope is, which it looks like it's working because this is getting drained now. So I need this to be empty. Well, that worked. I'll just have to deal with all this later. I mean, obviously not on this trip, but as long as rains come and this will clear out, I think I'll dig it down a little bit more just to make it a nice clean shot so it drains more. Okay, it's been a few minutes. Parked the excavator. I'm gonna go back and take a look at the water level and see if it's dropped everything down. The tops of the conduit are sticking out now. So hopefully we didn't get any water down there, which I don't think so. I mean, those caps seem pretty tight. We have to get some equipment, you know, there's just no way to manage 34 acres unless you have a skid steer or a really good tractor, even maybe like a mini excavator or something. But again, all these things cost money. You're talking probably $150,000 worth of equipment. I think a skid steer is a necessity for sure. So we'll have to weigh the pros and cons of a tractor versus a skid steer. I mean, a tractor's a lot cheaper. So if any of you guys out there have any recommendations, I mean, look, I can only, you know, basically we can only afford one. And the tractor's less money, but then I don't think I can make any money with the tractor. So I'm thinking maybe spend more for a skid steer and then, you know, possibly either rent it out or start a side business doing something. So if you have any recommendations, just comment below. Appreciate it. So Sam was already out here working on the septic with his mini excavator, and I knew he wasn't exactly making a fortune on this install. I mean, the guy was basically breaking even, if that. So I figured why not toss him $100 and see if he could help clear out the mess at the culvert while he was here. $100, a mini excavator, a guilt trip, sometimes that's all it takes to get things moving. So that's the stub out. So I gotta be careful not to hit that end of the shovel. Okay, here's the pipe. That's what I'm looking for, right there. That stub. All right, I finally got to the stub of the 3-inch exit from the electrical box. And of course, I need some water to rinse it all off before I can put that 90 on it. And I didn't think I'd need water, so I dumped all the water that I had filled up in this jug earlier. So, lesson learned. Keep the jug full of water. Okay, I'm gonna go down and I'll fill this up with a little bit of water, and then I'll rinse that stub out, and then I'll glue the 90 on it, and then I'll fill in all that dirt. Alright, so that is what I wanted to do, because now I can fill this hole in at least up to here and prevent that huge water issue that I just dealt with. All right, so I did the best I could filling in this big trench. I think it'll do the job and prevent any water pooling and filling up this transformer station, which is my biggest concern. I can't say this trip was a 100% success because of all the rain that pretty much screwed up a lot of the plans. I was hoping to get septic finished this trip, but one thing I'm learning is, you know, this isn't a race. It's more of a marathon. It's not a sprint. I can't, expect to get these things all done when I'm coming in town for, a week or less, and having to deal with weather and everything. So once we're here, just gonna take it as it comes. That's one of the things, I'm trying to do as I get older, is trying to not, push and force things to happen. So let's just let them happen at their own time and not try to stress out about them. So that's one of my goals. Just, take it as it comes. Deal with it one thing at a time. A lot of you have been asking what all this stuff costs. So in our next video, we're going to break it all down for you. Power, water, septic, everything. Be sure to tune in. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching.